In the high-stakes world of the NFL, moments arise that define legacies and shape debates for generations. Last night's game was no exception. Patrick Mahomes demonstrated he might just be on the path to joining the ranks of the greatest. With mind-blowing throws and an unshakable presence, he ignited the age-old conversation. Who is the real GOAT? But in this surge of young talent, it's essential to remember one man who has already cemented that title: Tom Brady. So, when exactly did he transcend from being a great player to the undisputed greatest of all time? Buckle up, because we're about to dive into a journey through Brady's career that reveals the moments that defined not just him, but the entire sport. Now, let's rewind a bit. While we often associate Tom Brady with accolades and championships, the true moment that marked his transformation into the GOAT happened much earlier than his Super Bowl victories. After being drafted in the 6th round in 2000, often overlooked and nicknamed the backup, Brady faced an uphill battle. Most players would have wilted under pressure, but the defining moment for him came during the 2001 season. It was in the playoffs, during a game against the Oakland Raiders. The weather was frigid, the conditions treacherous. But then came something extraordinary: the infamous tuck rule game. Brady's performance that night in the icy cold, where he led the Patriots back from the brink of elimination, was the spark that ignited his storied career. With seconds left and the team down, Brady showcased an innate composure that rivaled seasoned veterans. He didn't just play, he made bold decisions under pressure. That night marked a psychological shift. It was the moment he discovered that he not only belonged at this elite level, but that he could thrive there. The tuck rule game became a canvas painted with resilience, highlighting not just the will to win but also the willingness to embrace every challenge. From that point on, it was clear: raw talent may lead to individual success, but it's the indomitable spirit displayed in moments of crisis that defines greatness. His response to the pressure transformed Brady from a promising player into someone who would be defined by their unyielding capacity to rise against odds. Though it was just one game in a long NFL career, many argue that this would be the moment the world first witnessed the emergence of a legend, an athlete who would go on to rewrite the record books. After this, it was just a matter of time before he carved his name into the pantheon of football greats, setting the stage for an incredible legacy. This transformation wasn't just about stats or wins, it was a profound evolution that resonated deeply within the league and among fans everywhere. The stage was set for an epic showdown in the 2014 AFC Championship game. As the New England Patriots were preparing to face off against the Indianapolis Colts, an unexpected storm brewed off the field. Reports began to circulate, and whispers of potential foul play emerged. The focus shifted from the players' skills and strategies to questions of ethics and integrity. Were the Patriots tampering with game balls? The controversy exploded when it was revealed that underinflated footballs were discovered during halftime, throwing the entire game, and the Patriots' reputation, into disarray. Fans around the league were taken aback. How could the reigning dynasty engage in such questionable practices? It was a pivotal moment for Tom Brady, who was at the helm of this powerhouse team. The narrative shifted, and fans began to wonder if they were witnessing the unraveling of Brady's carefully crafted legacy. As the NFL launched its official investigation, it didn't just look at the game in question, but rather delved into the entire culture of the Patriots organization. Eyewitness reports surfaced, and tapes emerged, adding fuel to the fire. Everything seemed to point back to Brady. Accusations hammered his name, suggesting he was complicit in a plan to gain an unfair advantage. The pressure mounted, and it became a media frenzy, every detail dissected, every claim scrutinized. This raised another critical question: did the underinflation actually affect the outcome of the game? Statisticians and analysts debated the implications, but for many fans, it became less about the game and more about the integrity of the sport. Was this a moment that would forever taint Brady's legacy? As the fallout from Deflategate continued, Brady found himself in an uphill battle. The NFL's findings, shared in the Ted Wells report, concluded that Brady was at least generally aware of the situation. The fallout was immediate. Brady faced a 4-game suspension to start the 2016 season, and the Patriots were penalized with a hefty fine and the loss of a first-round draft pick. The narrative shifted from Brady as an accomplished quarterback to that of a player caught in one of football's biggest scandals. But as all this was happening, one thing was crystal clear: Brady's determination to rise above the controversy was just beginning. How would this tumultuous chapter impact him? The answer would unfold in ways none could have predicted. But for now, the football world was left reeling, caught in the storm of Deflategate and questioning everything they thought they knew about the GOAT. After the Super Bowl 51 victory, the narrative took a sharp turn. With the dust still settling from the big game, the NFL was thrust into chaos as the fallout from Deflategate came roaring back into the headlines. As if the pressure of the championship wasn't enough, the league couldn't ignore the growing scrutiny over Brady's actions. The Wells report, commissioned to investigate the allegations, concluded with scathing evidence that Brady had engaged in misconduct, leading to an explosive scandal that rocked the football world. Fans were left divided. Some vehemently defended him, insisting Brady's legacy was untouchable, while others clung to the accusations. This scandal not only questioned the integrity of one of football's biggest stars but also put the entire season under a cloud of doubt. In May 2016, as if it couldn't get any worse, the NFL handed down a 4-game suspension for Brady. It was unprecedented for a player of his caliber. The suspension felt like a gut punch, not just for Brady, but for the entire Patriots organization. To many, this was a clear strike against him, attempting to tarnish an otherwise immaculate career. Would this be the mark that haunted him forever? As the season progressed, fans were glued to their screens, debating endlessly about whether his reputation would survive this scandal. Brady, typically unflappable, would have to prove that he was more than just his record. He needed to show that he could rise above adversity. What happened next was a masterclass in resilience. Moreover, discussions about Hall of Fame eligibility and legacy took center stage. Brady was left to face a crucial question: how would the accusations affect how he was remembered once the dust from his playing days settled? As he sat out those crucial first 4 games, all eyes were on him. Would he return stronger? Would the Patriots falter in his absence? As the intensity surrounding the controversy grew, fans speculated wildly. Was Brady guilty or merely a victim of circumstance? Could he ever escape the dark cloud that loomed over him? When he returned to the field, the stakes were higher than ever, and the world would be watching to see how the culmination of years of work, incredible talent, and now, public scrutiny would unfold. This wasn't just about football anymore. It became a defining moment in Brady's legacy. And it hinted at a remarkable comeback waiting on the horizon. After the storm of Deflategate passed, Brady stood on the precipice of proving his critics wrong. Far from being cowed by the allegations, he emerged with an insatiable hunger to reclaim his narrative. The 4-game suspension? It became nothing more than a minor hiccup in a storied career. As he watched his teammates take the field without him, one thing was clear: this setback would fuel his fire like never before. Upon his return, Brady didn't just want to play, he wanted to dominate. With laser focus, he took command of the field, guiding his team through the season with a relentless drive that silenced naysayers. As the games rolled on, he showcased an extraordinary capacity for leadership and rejuvenation, reminding everyone why he was one of the best in the game. Each snap was executed with precision, each throw perfectly timed. The connection between him and his receivers deepened, gaining yards, scoring touchdowns, and most importantly, reclaiming the trust of Patriot Nation. Fans filled the stadium, donning their jerseys not only as a show of loyalty but as a testament to the resilience of their quarterback. Yet, it wasn't just the ring of victory that he was chasing. Brady sought redemption and proof that he could rise above the shadows cast by rumors and investigations. Game after game, he logged performances that solidified his status as a top-tier quarterback. And each time he stepped on the field, it felt like he was making a statement. His achievements started to overshadow the controversy, with every completed pass adding to his legacy. From leading the Patriots to a 14-2 regular season record, he demonstrated that the only thing more formidable than an athlete's talent is their ability to rise from controversy unbroken. But that wasn't the whole story. As he faced new challenges and opponents who were just as hungry, the stage was set for a showdown that would redefine the essence of greatness in football. Would this era solidify his legacy even further? It was a night that would enter the annals of sports history, a moment that transcended the game itself. Picture this: Super Bowl 51, the New England Patriots faced off against the Atlanta Falcons, and everything was on the line. For most of the game, the Patriots appeared to be in a state of utter chaos, trailing 28-3. Every fan's heart sank, and the skeptics began to cheer. A narrative of defeat was unfolding before our eyes. But then, amidst the spiraling doubt, Tom Brady flipped the script. With a determination like we had never witnessed before, he led his team with a fiery passion that seemed almost supernatural. One play at a time, the impossible began to feel within reach. The Patriots scored once, and then again, with Brady meticulously dissecting the Falcons' defense as though it were a classroom assignment rather than a Super Bowl showdown. As the clock ticked away, the energy shifted. You could feel the tension electrifying the air. Patriots fans, once resigned to despair, found their voices echoing encouragement. And what happened next would shock everyone. In a legendary final drive, Brady completed a breathtaking 2-point conversion that tied the game and forced overtime, leaving the world in awe. When the overtime whistle blew, it was clear this was going to be more than just a game. Brady carried the entire weight of expectations on his shoulders. The snap came, the Patriots charged forward. With unfathomable poise, Brady led his team downfield, and as they crossed the goal line, it was no longer just a touchdown, it was the culmination of grit, resilience, and a masterclass in comeback gaming. The Patriots won 34-28, marking the first overtime in Super Bowl history. In that defining moment, Tom Brady not only solidified his legacy as one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, he elevated the narrative of underdogs to a breathtaking crescendo that fans would recount for generations. It was more than just a win, it was a storytelling masterpiece that reaffirmed the belief that anything is possible, even when the odds are insurmountable. As the final whistle blew and the Patriots secured their historic comeback victory, the atmosphere in the stadium was electric. But for Tom Brady, this triumph held deeper significance. It wasn't just another notch in his belt or an opportunity to add to his already impressive legacy. This was a moment that transcended football, a personal victory that revealed the man behind the legend. As confetti rained down, Brady looked for a familiar face in the crowd. There she was, his mother, holding back tears of joy. She had bravely battled her own health issues, facing struggles that would have shattered many. Now, witnessing her son's incredible achievement, her pride was palpable. This was a beautiful intersection of his professional achievements and his personal journey, showcasing the power of family support and love. In an interview shortly after, Brady shared the emotional weight of that moment. "To have my mom there, after everything she has been through, made this victory mean so much more," he said, his voice thick with emotion. This was not simply about throwing touchdowns or hoisting trophies, it was a testament to resilience, both on the field and off. That night in Houston, Brady embodied more than just an athlete, he represented the spirit of overcoming adversity. It was about demonstrating that even the greatest players face hurdles, but it's how they respond that defines them. With vulnerability and strength, he underscored that at the heart of every champion is a story of struggle, sacrifice, and unwavering support from loved ones. As he celebrated with his teammates, raising the Lombardi Trophy high above his head, the narrative shifted. It wasn't just a victory for the Patriots, it was a moment for every fan who had ever faced adversity themselves. Brady had turned a sports achievement into a shared human experience, inviting everyone to feel their triumphs and challenges reflected in his journey. This powerful personal victory was a reminder that greatness isn't merely measured in awards or milestones, it's also about the bonds we nurture and the challenges we conquer together. As viewers replayed those crucial moments of the game, many also found themselves reflecting on their journey, rallying behind the idea that even the biggest obstacles can be overcome. And for Tom Brady, that night would forever mark not just the zenith of his football career, but the deep connection to the people he held close and the lessons learned along the way. To wrap it all up, that unforgettable night in Houston wasn't just about the rings or the records, it's a testament to the unwavering spirit of Tom Brady. The epic comeback from a seemingly insurmountable deficit solidified his status not just as a player, but as a symbol of resilience and determination. It taught us that greatness is built through challenges, heart, and a relentless pursuit of victory. As we reflect on Brady's journey, we're reminded that legacy is shaped not just by triumphs, but by the courage to rise after every fall. So, whether you view him as the GOAT or not, there's one thing that's undeniable. In a world full of drama and uncertainty, Tom Brady has given us stories of human tenacity that will echo through history. What will you remember most about this legendary journey? That's for you to ponder long after the final whistle blows.